I told you so. I told you so. I told you we were going to find her.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. Anyone with information is asked to call Quinte West OPP. While investigators focus on the how and why of yesterday's crash. Once again, the group is $14,000.
I'm going to spit on you, you little bitch. Hey, come on.
Oh, when did that happen?
There ain't no fucking 150 cars in this line.
I don't even want to talk to you. You're gonna get it, you little bitch!
Desperation and despair, gearing up to help out, and another jump. Good evening and thanks for joining us. While the floodwaters appear to have stopped rising in the city of New Orleans, it seems they've been replaced by a rise in frustration and fury. But while investigators focus on the how and why of yesterday's crash in Toronto, there is a human side to the story. This was a scene earlier today in parts of Louisiana, Alabama, and Mississippi as Katrina plowed into the Gulf Coast, bringing with it floodwaters up to 10 feet high and winds gusting at speeds of 170 kilometers an hour. At least 5 people have been confirmed dead. Hundreds of others were reported trapped by the floodwaters. And while we're on the topic of floods, a Peterborough neighborhood looked much like the scene from last year's flood this morning. Just before 11 o'clock, a minivan and city bus collided at the corner of Erskine Avenue and Cameron Street. And anyone with information is asked to call Quinte West OPP at 392-3561.
I changed my mind. I said, this is what I want to do.
Bodil Byrne did not let her age get in the way when she decided to take up running. At age 63, the woman everyone calls Bodie signed up for a running clinic. In sports, the NBA will crown the 2005 world champion tonight. Alex Rios would then single this one out to right, scoring Greg Zahn. Coming up on Newswatch, Peter with the weather, and later, another Peterborough team comes out on top. Peterborough scored the winning goal with just under 3 minutes left in the game. They then got an empty netter when the Excelsiors pulled their goalie. For the Lakers, the victory was sweet. They came back from a 3-1 deficit and now advanced to the Mann Cup in British Columbia. Well, Canada's First Lady paid a visit to the Lakeshore. Sheila Martin was in Cobourg.
As well.
That's right. Stay tuned. Still to come on Newswatch.
49 hot dogs and buns.
I don't know. Hot dogs, 49 was the total in that contest?
I think so.
I don't know that I could. I like hot dogs, but maybe ice cream. Ice cream would be something that I could do. I could eat 49 tubs of ice cream. Thank you very much, Gary. Time now for a quick break, but when we come back, don't eat that fish you've caught, at least not until you've heard this. And Peter joins us now. Peter, a beautiful day out there today and some clouds looming overhead, but they're soon to go away and a beautiful day tomorrow.
Yeah, but
Thanks very much, Peter. And finally tonight, one way to get some exercise is to go for a jog.
But every year, people in Spain take the notion of a run to a whole new level.
That might be good for picking up my pace.
There is something wrong with you if you do that.
I'll be back at 11 with Graham and Gary. Join us then.
Have a great evening, everyone. Good night.
Good night.